Hey, welcome to the Iowa Music Showcase. We are live at Barnwired in Sigourney, Iowa. Woohoo! Wow, what a crowd we have! A lively crowd we have here at the big Barnwired in Sigourney. We're here for our weekly Iowa Music Showcase. We've got Mr. Royce Johns. We're going to get to Royce here momentarily. First, let's bring in Melissa. Melissa, you are the new Amanda. All right, so you can squeeze on in here. Get comfy. Get comfy. But see, the story on that is here a few years ago, we were doing a concert down at the Expo in Sigourney, and I can't remember who it was, but he kept referring to Amanda as Amber.
Oh, I remember
were you
that.
there?
Yes, yeah.
So I still have problems. It's PTSD on that. I kind of flash back to that. Anyway, we've got Melissa here, and Melissa, I'll give you the microphone, and you can tell us what's going on here at Barnwired.
Okay, perfect. No, I could never replace Amanda. She's irreplaceable. First off, our lunch specials today is the ham balls with oven roasted potatoes and green beans. So make sure you get in here and get some of that because that's a yummy home cooked meal. Second thing, I have to tell you, just for the next probably 30, maybe 45 minutes, we actually cannot make specialty coffees right now. Our espresso machine is being maintenanced, which is a good thing, but right now it sucks if you want coffee. So just be warned on that you may be told no coffee. We have a couple of new things going on right here at Barnwired. First off, yesterday we launched our new rewards program on the Joe Coffee app. So if you are a coffee drinker or if you want to order lunch or breakfast to go, you need to download this app and it will save you some time. So you can order our breakfast any morning until 10:30. The Joe app.
As in Joe Coffee.
Yes.
Coffee Joe.
Yes. Yep. And it says the red symbol right here, so you know what you're looking for when you download it.
It just dawned on me.
Did it? Like a cup of Joe.
Yes.
Yes.
I get it.
So you can download that and order breakfast until 10:30 every day and lunch until 2. You can get coffees or any drinks to go as well, and we'll have those ready for you to pick up. It's easy and fast for you, so please download that. And then if you check out our Facebook page, we have a Paint and Sip event coming up on Saturday, March 2 at 2:30, and you can register for that event on our Facebook page, and the cost is $35. It includes your painting experience and a drink up to $6 value. So make sure you register because we cap out at 25 people, and we already have 10 registered.
Right.
So
what are we sipping on that night?
you can,
Joe?
Yep, Joe.
Wine?
Whatever you want. The full bar is open.
All right. Sounds
Yeah.
like a lot of
So
fun.
that's what we have going on.
Okay,
Come check it out.
Melissa, I think you are a natural at this. Amanda's probably going to watch this video and be like, she's going to do it every week. And I apologize. I think the top of your head was kind of scalped on that video anyway. But anyway, so we're here at Barnwired here in Sigourney, our Iowa Music Showcase. And Mr. Royce Johns, if you guys want to make a little bit of noise for Royce to make him feel welcome.
Hello.
Oh,
No, you love the idea of me.
Royce Johns hanging out here at Barnwired. Royce, how the heck are you doing?
Pretty good, man.
Oh, good.
Hard to complain.
Why are you so quiet?
This microphone's right here. I don't know what microphone maybe I'm in this one.
Yeah. No, Roy, you and I, we go back a few years now.
Yeah.
We're old friends. We're the good old days.
We're old, Steve.
I'm old. You're not so old.
I feel old.
But it's good to see you again. I think I ran into you this past summer over in Oskaloosa. What was that? The sweet corn serenade?
Yep.
You were serenading us while we were eating our sweet corn.
I was sweating.
I was wiping butter off of my chin.
Yeah. I was profusely sweating.
Yes,
the entire
it
time.
was, I think, like one of those.
It was the hottest, I think, the stickiest show I've ever played. No pun intended.
Yeah. But yeah, good to see you again. We've done radio stuff in the past, but yeah, let's get caught up. What's been happening? How was your 2023? How about that? Just a general recap of 2023.
It was pretty good. I finished a record and we released it August 1st. I made down in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. And we pressed it to vinyl, which was always something I wanted to do.
Yeah.
It's compiled of songs that I've written solely, because over the years I've used other people's songs.
Okay.
And done co-writes, but this one was just a short idea tank I had of songs. I took them down and they brought life to them, And
Nice.
It was exciting, and it's opened a lot of doors, because as an artist that writes his own songs, it opens songwriter stuff that you know, when you're singing somebody else's songs, it doesn't. So
Yeah.
probably do a little more traveling this year
Okay.
because of so. You know, IPR did an article on it. Saving Country Music did an article, and it's like, you know, to me that's like the highest mark I could have got because he's
Yeah.
an independent writer. You know.
Yes.
And he had to have. I mean,
Kind of gone out of his way to find it, or
no, we sent it to him.
Okay.
I hired a publicist from Des Moines, and she sent out quite a few inquiries, and
Okay.
she followed up with him. But you know, he wrote a pretty flattering article, and he's probably my favorite like publicist writer. His like choice of stuff. So
Okay.
that was, I don't know, it was a pretty cool deal for me.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds really cool. Now, of course, your style of music, I've kind of been telling the folks here at Barn Wired that have been coming in today, it's like, it's kind of, more country and western, maybe a George Straitish type of a straightforward country guy. Is that how would you describe yourself?
I mean, I've been playing that stuff for 7-8 years now, but this new record is more like a John Prine esque record. You know, it's more more folk singer-songwriter.
Okay.
But it's, I don't know. I mean, you can call it country. It doesn't really matter, you know.
Yeah.
Production-wise, there's some country elements. We had pedal steel. Dave Alstead from Indianola.
Okay.
And Cowboy Eddie Long he's Hank Williams Jr.'s steel player.
Nice.
He's listened to Dave's work at studio. I stopped and seen this weekend. He's just as good as any of them. you
Nice.
know,
Yeah.
From Iowa, and I don't know. But yeah, like having Dave on the record really, exemplifies the country sound. But we had strings on this record. We had like a full string section. A lot more melodic. Definitely not in the FM country radio vein.
Yeah, I was going to point that out. It's like, you and I, like we said, we've known each other for a few years. I was playing some of your stuff on the radio, but you're not necessarily or at all really going after, radio airplay or fame in general.
No, honestly, if I could just make records for a living and never leave my house, I would. I don't. Yeah, the FM radio thing, I don't fit in that category. I don't think anymore.
Okay.
I haven't even listened to anything.
So you're not going to be doing like some Florida Georgia Line for us or any Dan and Shay?
I don't even know what that means, Steve. What is a Dan and Shay?
What is a Dan and Shay? By the way, we haven't even talked for folks that aren't familiar with you. Obviously, you're from Iowa, but where do you reside here in our great state?
Northeast Polk County.
Okay.
Elkhart.
Okay. Do you want to give your address so we can stop by and see?
No, I'm good. I do not.
You won't even give me your address. I mean,
I'll give you my address. You better not give it to anybody else, though, Steve. I'll have to kill you.
But you're an Iowan. You're a family guy. You're a busy guy. I mean, is music your side gig, or is it your full-time gig, and then other things are side gigs, or are they all just kind of?
This has been my full-time gig since I was 19. I've done during COVID. Obviously, I'm kind of a workaholic, and I got kind of creative and built a couple things, and I don't know. I like working on stuff just as much as I enjoy playing live music. In fact, I enjoy it more than I built my own house this year, like a pole barn.
Okay.
And everything from frame to finish. I hired the drywall out because they can do it for, I don't know how they do it, how fast they do it, but drywall and plumbing and electrical, of course, but like frame, finish, cabinet,
Yeah.
I let in paint and site work, and I love, honestly, that was just as fun and eye-opening to me as making a record.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it again. I guess anytime soon, but
yeah. Interesting. So you don't mind getting dirty and getting your hands dirty, and
you're talking to a guy who drives a $3,000 Grand Marquis, dude, and has for 9 years. So,
yeah. Funny. Well, let's go ahead and do some music. You got your guitar in hand, and what song are you going to do for us first?
This is the first song on my new record. It's called "Wish I Was."
Here's Royce Johns on our Iowa Music Showcase.
Wish I was an old oak tree, standing tall, big as can be. Only worry I got's when my leaves leave me. Wish I was an old oak tree. Wish I was a skipping stone, tossed out to the great unknown. I ride on the water till I sink down alone. Wish I was a skipping stone. Wish I was that carefree, without a worry, without a need. Troubles to the wind, rolling out of touch. I ain't there, but I wish I was. I wish I was a newborn sheep, running with the herd wherever they lead. Don't know my own way, but that's fine by me. I wish I was a newborn sheep. I wish I was a croaking toad, singing songs of high and low. Wouldn't care who'd hear it, just thought this shit no. Wish I was a croaking toad. Wish I was that carefree, without a worry, without a need. Troubles to the wind, worn out of touch. I ain't there, but I wish I was. Ooh, I ain't there, but I wish I was. Wish I was a shooting star, handing out wishes wherever they are. I'll pick 'em on up and just take 'em too far. Wish I was a shooting star. Wish I was that carefree, without a worry, without a need. Troubles to the wind, and out of touch. I ain't there, but I wish I was. Ooh, I ain't there, but I wish I was.
Mr. Royce Johns.
Thank you.
On our Iowa Music Showcase. Again, we're live at Barn Wired. Get in here for some coffee, maybe here in just a few minutes once they get up and running with their coffee again. Got some lunch going on here as well at Barn Wired. So you were saying you recorded down in Muscle Shoals. That's Alabama, correct?
Yes, sir.
And is that the same place that Tyler Richton and the High Bank Boys have recorded before?
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I sent them down after I made a record there in 2019, 2020.
Okay.
And Tyler and his band were looking for a new place, and Billy Lawson, he has a studio called Wishbone Studio, and Billy's the #1 writer. He wrote I Left Something Turned On at Home for Chase Atkins. And
yeah.
I've spent too many hours with Billy. But no, he's a great dude, and he's a great coach, and he's just a great friend. And I sent Tyler to meet them, and they hit it off. So, and they made that their latest record.
Yes.
Yeah, with them.
Awesome. Yeah, well, it's good to have those connections and to be able to help other artists out here in our state of Iowa.
I don't know if I helped them, but
no, I mean their album sounds great.
Yeah.
Your album sounds great. And I know you said you did this last album kind of all your own stuff. You've worked with other folks here in Iowa. You know, we'll give Robert Deitch a shout out, one of the great singer songwriters here in Iowa.
Yeah. Yeah, I had lunch with Robert day before yesterday.
Okay.
So, yeah.
A shout out to Robert. We need to get Robert in here on our
do it.
Iowa Music Showcase sometime. He's from this. He's kind of from this neck of the woods here in Iowa.
Yeah, he's from
Fremont. Originally from Fremont, Iowa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I can't remember where he's at. Is he up around? Okay, I thought he's up around Des Moines somewhere too. So yeah,
Got his address too if you want.
He'll be looking outside his window some night. Hey. That's what I do in my spare time. Oh. I just stalk Iowa country artists.
You have spare time?
Yeah, what's that? I'm either doing a show here, a show there, doing a basketball game here. It's one-man show, but you know how that goes.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see here. I was going to ask you something else. I had something very specific on my mind, and now, of course, I'm drawing a complete and total blank.
Well, just think.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't think about it. So anyway, Royce Johns here. How many albums do you have out there? I know you've got some other music out on wherever people can get digital music.
I've made 4. I made a demo in 2016, 2017. I removed it because it didn't reflect, I think, on where I was at.
Okay.
When as a lot of people do. And then I made a record with Robert, the Truck Stop Souvenirs.
Yep.
It's just kind of like 7 songs, almost like an EP, but it's compiled of songs Robert wrote,
okay,
co-wrote with other folks. And I made a record in 2019, 2020, which was half covers of like old country songs that I liked, and then half songs I co-wrote with Robert and co-wrote and songs Billy wrote. It's just kind of a hodgepodge. That song got pulled off the internet because our distribution deal expired. It was kind of like not a record deal, but like a company puts it out for you, and then once the time is up, you can either re-upload it. And during that time, I was already working on my new one.
Okay.
So technically, I have 4, but there's only 2 on the internet.
Okay.
Right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to ask, now I remember what I was going to ask you. When you play out, do you play by yourself generally? Do you ever play with a band that backs you up, or what's the story there?
I used to have a band, and then COVID happened, man. And a lot of those guys were, older than me. When I say older, I was the youngest guy in the band by 25 years. And,
yeah.
And I get it, man. A lot of them, it's just a different time. And they didn't want to go out, and then it's already really hard to book a local band anyway, and then you have 2 dry years and then it just kind of falls apart, and people go their separate ways, and I just kind of kept chugging along doing solo stuff, and that's what I've always done anyway.
Yeah.
And it's just honestly, it's because I'm lazy. And it's easier, but
well, it's hard to get a band together and keep them together.
Bands, local bands, and even touring bands are such a fragile ecosystem.
Yes.
For like talent to want, and the drive has to be there, and everybody has to be available.
Yes. Yeah. Schedules.
It's like having a business with 6 people.
Yes.
And there's no money. So how does that work? It's like,
and then go ahead.
No. I
was going to throw one more thing at you, because I know every once in a while on your social media, your Facebook page, you'll share some stuff of this amazing piano player.
Oh, Jared.
What is his name?
Jared
because
Feinberg. He's from Waukee, Iowa.
All right, because he's another guy. I need his info.
If you can get him, he travels all over the world. He lives in Las Vegas now.
Okay.
But he's a year and a half younger than me, and he's from Waukee, and he used to play in the $1 Million Quartet, which is a Broadway show.
Okay.
Johnny Cash, Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis, and Carl Perkins.
Okay.
And he played Jerry Lee Lewis. And at one time, he was the best in the world. And I still think he is.
Okay.
When I look at him and hear him, he's the best piano player I've ever seen in person.
Yeah.
He's just...
I mean, the videos that you share are just amazing. I mean, he's not just a guy that sits there and plays piano.
No.
I mean, he's an entertainer.
He's jumping, he's breaking, he's jumping on top, lighting the piano on fire. And he sent me pictures. He'd be like at Jerry Lee Lewis's house at Christmas, drinking Hennessy with the Killer. I'm serious.
Nice.
He sent me like, well, not a selfie, but his wife they'd be sitting in the recliner smoking cob pipes, watching westerns, drinking Hennessy. And I'm like, Jared, you need to retire right now. It will never get better than that, dude.
No, that's cool. Yeah, hook me up.
No, I can't do that. Jared had the keys of the world.
Let's go ahead and do another song as our time is flying by. But again, Royce Johns here at our Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwired in big old Sigourney, Iowa. Now I've got both Barnwired and Royce tagged in the headline of this video, so make sure you like both of those pages. What song we got up next?
This is a song I wrote about being insane. It's called
Membrane?
Yeah. It's called The Gang's All Here.
All right.
My friend Anger, oh, he's a wild one, often whispering in my ear. And if I did the things he told me, then I wouldn't be sitting right here. My friend sadness keeps pretty quiet, trails closely, not far behind, singing sweet songs we used to know, bringing sorrow wherever she goes. We get together any old time they choose, but my friend Laughter, he takes after sister love and brother happiness. One can't live without the others, so just come on in. The gang's all here. Just come on in. The gang's all here.
It's Royce Johns
Thank you.
and all the friends in his head. Royce Johns here on our Iowa Music Showcase at Barnwired in Sigourney. Royce, let's do 5 questions to kind of get to know you a little bit better. Again, these are just off the top of your head. No deep thinkers, so you can't just sit there and think about it like I was earlier today. So, all right, question number 1 for Royce. What month is your favorite month of the year? Or do you have one? Have you ever thought about that?
I'd probably say springtime.
Okay.
You know, May.
Is that a month?
Yeah, maybe like May or June. You know.
All right.
Stuff starts greening up.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's probably feel pretty good.
Yeah. It's for me. Yeah. It's spring or fall. One of those. September or May. Question number 2. Any vacations booked for this year? Do you ever get time off?
I went to Muscle Shoals this last weekend. I mean, it was. I guess that you could call anything away from kids screaming at you as a vacation now. But, I mean, it was. I went to meet with my buddy Caleb, who produced my record, and just hang out with him. So,
Okay.
I mean, maybe that's a vacation, but there's always some work in mind, I suppose.
If you have a phone with you, you're not ever too far away from work.
Yeah, I'm not.
Speaking of which, somebody's phone's ringing.
I don't think I ever take vacations, Steve.
Question 3. This is kind of a general question. What's the funniest movie you think you've ever seen? Do you watch many movies?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Funniest. I mean, Pulp Fiction's probably my favorite movie.
That's a laugher.
I mean, it's hilarious, man.
The guy with the ball in his...
Yeah. Marcellus Wallace. Man.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I got maybe off the top of my head.
You got to get up and do the Pulp Fiction dance.
It's a great
It is. You just have to... So many bad words in that movie.
Oh, come on, Steve.
If you don't want to learn how to curse, watch Pulp Fiction.
It's art.
Samuel L. Jackson does it with such finesse.
Maybe I'm the righteous man and you're the wicked, Steve.
Question 4.
Hey, Steve, look at my wallet. No, seriously. Hey,
Why am I gonna look at your wallet?
Just flip it over. What's it say on it, Steve? Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
I can't say that. I can't.
What's it say, Steve?
It says, I love Steve. Question 4. I think I know the answer to this, but what do you prefer to do the old-fashioned way?
Oh, man. Mostly everything.
That's what I figured you would say.
Fixing stuff. I hate hiring people to do stuff that I know I can do myself.
Okay. You got to utilize YouTube as well, because you can always learn whatever you're doing on YouTube.
YouTube University.
Yes. Yeah. And then question 5, if you could go back in time and witness one of the most significant moments from the past, what would it be?
Oh, God.
Are you a big history buff at all, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a music history buff.
Okay.
I mean, I think it'd be great to see like Led Zeppelin at Madison Square Garden, or the Allman Brothers at the Fillmore.
All right.
That'd be probably if I had to pick a concert, or like Hendrix at Miami Pink Pop or something.
Okay.
You know?
So that kind of shows your diversity into what you listen to as well and what you like.
Yeah.
It's not just old.
Oh, I love rock and roll, man.
Yeah. We're gonna do some Metallica once we go off the air here.
I'm not like big into metal per se, but like I don't know anything. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I like Nirvana. I like Soundgarden. I like Audio Slave and stuff. But
Nice. Yeah. So a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You're not just kind of a country guy.
No, I love music, man.
Okay. Well, let's do one more, and then we'll wrap things up. Again, we're doing the Iowa Music Showcase live at Barnwired in Sigourney. Hanging out with Royce Johns today. You're one of my favorite Iowa guys. One of my favorite Iowa country guys.
Tell that to everybody, Steve.
I don't know. I don't say that on the video though.
Oh.
So this is video proof. You're one of my favorite Iowa guys. When I think of my top Iowa performers, you're on that list. So
Thank you.
just so you know. Let's do this. What song you got up next?
I got a new one. I'm still working on. It's not done yet, but I'd like to put it on a record maybe next time.
Okay. Is this like your little lyric note book over here?
Yeah, I penciled down ideas.
Yeah, that's cool.
As soon as I can, but this song is called, for now, I think it's called Fair Weathered Friend.
All right, Royce Johns.
Sometimes this big old world might be a little more than what we bargained it to be. Empty words and promises, more common than common sense. Still I hope someday you'll see, through the eyes of a child, words of a wise man, song of the sailor out at sea. With the heart of a lion, strength of a strong man, speed of the furry rabbit's feet. I wish you well, like a rainy day in hell, fair-weathered friend. Not out of happenstance, three-time coincidence, for it must be an accident that you left me here, only myself to fear. I don't think I still can see, through the eyes of a child, words of a wise man, song of the sailor out at sea. With the heart of a lion, strength of a strong man, speed of the furry rabbit's feet. I wish you well, like a rainy day in hell, fair-weathered friend. Through the eyes of a child, words of a wise man, song of the sailor out at sea. With the heart of a lion, strength of a strong man, speed of the furry rabbit's feet. I wish you well, like a rainy day in hell, fair-weathered friend.
Royce Johns on our Iowa Music Showcase here at Barnwired in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa. So once again, we do invite you to get in here. They've got coffee, they've got drinks, they've got their lunch special and their regular menu. Jim's back there working hard in the kitchen, and Jim's looking at me right. Ding your dinger right now, Jim. Ding.
That's great.
We got to get Jim lined up so he's like dinging it to the beat of a song sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Ding, ding.
That'd take too much
ding.
coordination and rehearsal, Steve.
Dude,
Trying to keep this easy.
go to a ding solo. Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding. Anyway, Royce, it's been fun. It's always fun to talk to you. So.
I'm glad to be here and support your deal.
Yes, and I know you drove a long ways today, so appreciate your time today. And I know you got a gig coming up tonight. Where are you at tonight?
My buddy Chris Kenner just opened a new place in the Valley Junction called the Corner Tap.
Okay.
It's like a bar restaurant. Chris has supported me for years. He used to own the Food Depot, and he owned there's a place next door to it. And I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, it's a
Okay.
new place. So
All right.
I'm excited to play for him.
And where can people find you online?
Facebook is the best.
Okay.
It's, if you just type in Royce Johns on Facebook, you'll get the chuckles there.
All right. And of course, stream and download your music online. I always encourage people to download.
Yeah.
That way, the artist makes more money instead of the 0.000000001 cent that you make when somebody streams something.
Yeah, the best way to support, honestly, I got vinyls and CDs. That's kind of the last actual way to help pay for another record.
Yeah.
You
Physical merchandise.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you sell enough CDs and it pays for the record.
Yeah.
And then you make another one.
Yep. Yep. All
That's
right.
about it.
Well, Royce, thank you so much. Appreciate what you're doing, and best of luck in 2024.
Thanks, Steve.
All right, give it up for Royce Johns.
Thank you, guys.
Wow.
Thank you.
Great. We need security.
Oh yeah.
All right.
How
Otherwise,
about this row up here, I'm gonna pat them down.
Yeah.
Bringing firearms in here.
Otherwise, we'll see you next week here at Barnwired in Sigourney for our next Iowa Music Showcase here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a nice life. Oh, no.